We are the Gabay family.
And we are watching from Belgium.
Hi, we're the Lebo Press family, and we're watching from Highland Park, New Jersey.
Hello, we're the Pearl family, and we're joining you from London.
Hi, we're the Stillman family,
and we're watching from Phoenix, Arizona.
Hi, I'm Tiger and I'm 5-year-old and I have FD.
We're the Baker family, watching from Los Angeles, California.
Hello, we are the Blumenfeld family and we are watching from Haifa, Israel.
Hi, we're the Quasses from Bethesda, Maryland.
Hey, we're the Cohens, joining from Charlotte, North Carolina. I'm Jeff.
I'm Franny. And I'm Marcia, and we're looking forward to joining in on our first virtual FD Day.
Thank you.
Hey, I'm Tully, and I'm watching from Australia.
Veronica and Helena Segal from São Paulo, Brazil.
We are the Yezer family, watching from Montreal, Canada.
Hi, I'm Alexia, and I live in Newport, Florida, and I can't wait to see you all Sunday.
Hi, we're the Stacks family, joining you from Brookville, Maryland.
Hi, everyone. It's wonderful to see all the FD faces and families all around the world. It's my great pleasure to welcome you all to our 35th annual FD Day conference. My name is Faye Ginsberg, and I'm sitting in my apartment in Greenwich Village, 2 blocks away from Washington Square Park, where for the last week we've had peaceful demonstrations for racial justice going on. These are momentous times. This is my 7th year serving as the president of the Dysautonomia Foundation, which is now in its 69th year. In addition to being the mother of Samantha, who's been living well with FD for 31 years, thanks to the medical support of the Dysautonomia Center, I'm also a professor at NYU. I want to take a moment to recognize the challenging circumstances created by the current pandemic and hope that you and yours are well. Given the fragility of people with FD, many of us were among the first to shelter in place, taking every possible precaution to protect our loved ones, and we're still doing that. So far, the FD community has remained relatively unscathed. While we would rather meet in person, by moving online, for the first time, we have been able to gather the FD community from across the globe, as we just saw. We're really delighted that we have people from Belgium, Brazil, Australia, and more, and our international chapters in Israel, Canada, and England, as well as our FD team in Israel, including Tel HaShomer Hospital, Hadassah Hospital, and Tel Aviv University. Our mission as a foundation is to promote awareness and help provide the best clinical care and research possible for those with FD through our support of the NYU Dysautonomia Center. It exists because of the collective efforts of the families and friends of this small but mighty group. And along with major research grants, we underwrite the essential work of our brilliant and dedicated doctors, nurses, and scientists who make the lives of people with FD longer, stronger, and more fulfilling. Over the course of today, they will be talking to you about their cutting-edge work, and in particular, our ongoing FD Natural History Project, a reminder of how essential it is to have everyone's participation in this important dimension of our current research. I also want to underscore that the Foundation faces a time when raising funds is particularly difficult for everyone. We appreciate that many of you face challenges brought on by the pandemic. For those of you who have given to us in the past, we are so grateful. And if you can, I encourage every one of you to join our efforts at a time when we are especially in need. In the words of Hillel, if not now, when? We have a lot of great presentations today that I know you're eager to hear, so I will be brief but heartfelt in my thanks. My deep appreciation goes to the hard work of our board of directors for their leadership, guidance, fundraising, and uncompromising commitment to supporting the Dysautonomia Center, now in its 50th year. We're profoundly grateful to the work of Dr. Horatio Kaufman, Director of the Dysautonomia Center, Dr. Lucy Northcliffe-Kaufman, Associate Director, and the entire team, Dr. Alberto Palma, Dr. Bhumika Balgobin, Leanne Lugg, Dr. Maria Katrina, and our terrific new nurse practitioners, Zenith Khan and Kaya Delamo, as well as Jose Martinez, who's celebrating 10 years as clinical research coordinator at the center. So a shout out to Jose. We thank them all for their expert care for those with FD, their help in putting this day together, and for their dedication to making sure that everyone in our community stays healthy and well informed, especially during this pandemic. Next, let me recognize and thank our Scientific Advisory Board, made up of physicians, scientists, researchers, pharmaceutical professionals, and others who share their expertise and help guide our research strategy. We thank Mike Brownstein, who stepped down after many years of excellent work, and we're fortunate to transition to our new superb leadership, the dedicated co-chairs, scientists Dr. Francis Lefcourt from the US and Dr. Adrian Gilbert from Israel, who bring renewed energy and dynamic perspectives in helping us map the road forward. And we're really especially delighted to be able to unite teams from both countries. We will hear from more of all these people over the course of the day. Last but not least, I want to thank the Foundation team for their excellent work on so many fronts. Our staff, Erin Breen and Natasha Weinstein, who, with interns Sean Zhang, Perry Goldberger, and Keshi Taryan-Kegel, keep the office humming, raising money, running events, building awareness, all under the leadership of our terrific Executive Director, Lainey Etkin. It's my pleasure now to turn things over to Lainey. Thank you.
Thank you, Faye. Good morning, everyone. I want to join Faye in welcoming our friends from near and far. I'm so happy to be here today. This is my third FD Day as Executive Director of the Foundation. I never imagined that I would be speaking to you from my living room, but I like to think that today is about silver linings. Although we cannot be together in person, the silver lining of a virtual FD Day is that we are able to bring together so many more people from all over the world. We could not be more thrilled that for today's program, we have more than 250 households calling in, more than 500 people attending today's program, 9 countries are represented, and 25 states are represented. If you have access to the chat feature on the YouTube station, now would be a great time to post a comment. Tell us where you're listening from and say hi to all your friends who you may not be able to see in person today. I'd also like to give you a brief update on what's new at the Foundation. First of all, in response to the global pandemic, we began offering virtual Hangouts on Zoom for people with FD, for an opportunity for them to see their friends virtually and just spend some time together, for those who have been quarantining for so long. If you are not participating and you would like to, please do reach out to the Foundation next week and let us know, and we will get you set up for that. We also have a terrific group of young adults that have formed a group called Next Gen. These are siblings and cousins of people with FD and friends, and they are working with us to raise awareness for FD and to help raise money. If you're not involved and like to learn more, again, please contact the Foundation. We've also created a COVID-19 section on the website where we are consolidating information on the coronavirus, including important news and updates from the Dysautonomia Center and other articles that we think may be of interest to you. Please continue to check back regularly for updated information. Coming up, hopefully in October, we have scheduled a patient-focused drug development meeting with the FDA in Washington, D.C. We don't know if that will be live or virtual, but it will be a great opportunity for us to educate the FDA about FD and its unique qualities. They want to hear the voice of the patient, so this will be a great opportunity for people with FD and their families and caregivers to really talk about your personal experiences, your priorities, your needs, what bothers you most about FD, and what you're looking for. So you will hear more about that later today, and we will be continuing to communicate with you about that from the Foundation. So stay tuned for more details in the weeks and months to come. And of course, the Foundation is proud to continue to support medical care at the Dysautonomia Center, to promote scientific research and collaboration, and to provide a platform for education, communication, and community building through resources including our website, e-blasts, social media, and our newsletter Discourse. These are all good things. I would be remiss, however, if I didn't also acknowledge the difficulties the Foundation is facing as a result of the pandemic. The foundation is truly facing financial challenges. Many of our fundraising events have been canceled. Donations are down. We are learning to do more with less. Your support is more critical than ever before to keep our work going. Please consider making a gift. You can see information about how to do so on the screen. You can also go to our website anytime. And we look forward to hearing from you after today about any ideas that you might have about how we can help keep the foundation going financially. Remember, the foundation is here for you, and we need your help to keep it going. And back to the silver lining. Today is about building community, bringing us all together, because together we are stronger, and together we can accomplish so much more. And finally, just a few housekeeping items for today. We encourage you to post along with us throughout the day on your preferred social media channel, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, using the hashtag FDDay 2020. Let them know we're out there. Continue to raise awareness for FD. We also invite you to check out related FD Day materials on the website, including a fantastic research booklet prepared by the Dysautonomia Center and a program and schedule for today in case you want to see what's coming next. There will be 2 separate question and answer sessions during the program today, one about clinical care and one about research. Many of you sent questions in advance, and our teams have been reviewing those questions. And you also will have the chance to submit live questions on the chat feature on the YouTube channel. And if you have any technical issues today, please send an email to info@famdisc. We have Erin standing by to help you with anything that you may need. And now it is my pleasure to introduce my colleague, Boaz Kotik from the Israeli Familial Dysautonomia Organization.
Shalom, my name is Boaz Kotik. I'm a member of the Managing Committee of the Israeli FD Association. I live in Haifa, Israel, with my wife Hagit and our 3 children. Yara, our eldest daughter, age 17, as FD. I would like to thank the New York FD organization for organizing this unique online event and for so warmly including the Israeli FD community. I would like to tell you something about the Israeli Familial Dysautonomia Organization. Altogether we have 100 FD patients, split roughly 50-50 between Haredi and non-Haredi families. Most are located in the center of the country in Greater Tel Aviv or Jerusalem areas, though we do have members in the very north and south of the country. We strive to be an inclusive community and arrange a variety of activities and support services for all our patients and families. Each is involved as they choose. One of our key activities is our patient support groups. As many of us live relatively close to each other, Israel is not that big. There are several different groups who meet once or twice a month. In these COVID-19 times, we have moved over to more frequent online meetings, or alternatively conference calls for the Haredim. These online meetings give good answer to the need of members to communicate, especially for the mature patients, which their groups are very active, while meeting each other physically became impossible. These meetings are guided. Lately, as meetings became online, some new participants also joined, as meeting became so simple. The Israeli Familial Dysautonomia Organization was established in 1983. Over the years, our organization represented FD patient rights and interests to government bodies and health insurance organizations. Many achievements were reached, including tax benefits, substantial reduction in cost of medical eye products, special nutrition products like food nutrition and other health products, mandatory through health office. Recently, we have been very successful in lobbying the National Insurance Institute on behalf of FD patients to automatically receive full disability benefits. We have a close relationship with the 2 hospital treatment centers at the Tel HaShomer and Hadassah, and work closely with the leading Israeli scientific researchers in the field. Israeli FD families share information and support each other, mainly using the WhatsApp web. It's also a main communication channel for the managing committee with members of the society. We will be very happy to establish similar communication platform also with the US families and families in other countries as well. We are committed to supporting and participating in the natural history study being led by the New York Center in collaboration with the Israeli centers. And we do everything we can to encourage our patients to provide data for this important research. I would like again to thank the organizer for allowing me this opportunity to speak to you and for enabling your Israeli cousins to fully participate. We look forward for more such joint events for the benefits of all FD patients and families. Thank you.